Hey friends, it's Becky here with Bountifully Blessed, and I know it's been a little bit since we've got to be in the kitchen or anywhere together. If you haven't got the chance to watch my last video that was posted in, oh my goodness, January or February, you will know that we are expecting our miracle child, and I will be 16 weeks tomorrow, which is just incredible to me. But my pregnancy has not been 100% nice to me. So I haven't got the chance to film as much as I would like to, but I am going to try and get a little bit back on the horse a little bit. Seems like everything's doing a little bit better now. I have my moments, but I decided to share a little bit of my first official Easter dinner. Usually we're in church all day, and being able to do like an Easter meal is just something that I can't usually do. But we started having combined services, and so we have a morning and then we have a nice break off where our church family has a nice meal together, and then we have our evening service in the afternoon. So that now is allowing me to have time and the ability to enjoy doing an Easter meal. So we are going to be doing a ham. We are doing some potatoes, and I got some beautiful rainbow carrots, which I'm really excited for, and asparagus. And so I figured I'd take you along just a little bit. I actually am missing my main recording setup, and so I cannot set my phone down anywhere. I have to hold it. So I won't be able to go through necessarily 100% of what I'm doing, but I figured regardless I would bring you along and we could just kind of share a little bit of this adventure together. So we're gonna do the best we can. So I'm gonna set you down here so that you can actually kind of see what I'm doing vaguely. I actually just got our potatoes done here. And so I actually decided to do we're doing like a roasted potato, so we're not quite doing like a potato au gratin necessarily, because we don't like the texture with the oil, or not the oil, I'm sorry, like the milk and like the extra creaminess. And so we're basically going to be doing kind of like a roasted potato, and then we're going to top it off with some Parmesan. So what I've got here is I've got some gold potatoes, and I have just a nice layer of oil, of course some salt and pepper, and then I've got some delicious garlic powder and some fresh thyme sprinkled on these. So we're gonna plop these in the oven. I have set for 425, and we are gonna plop these in here and get them nice and roasty toasty, probably for about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm just gonna keep an eye on them. And then once these, since this is the longest part that we're going to be doing, since it's the lengthiest part, I'm going to do these first, and then we are going to plop some delicious fresh Parmesan on top of these and crispy them up. And then we are going to come back when we do our carrots and our asparagus. It's going to be really yummy. So we're going to plop these beauties in here. Oven. And I'm just gonna set these on the middle rack for now. And then we're gonna set our timer for, I'm gonna check on them in 30 minutes because I didn't make them too thick, but hopefully I made them just thick enough that they'll withstand the test of time. So we'll be back when we start to deal with our carrots and our asparagus, which we will do as time gets a little bit closer. But I'm gonna keep looking for my recording stand. I have no idea what I did with it. Pregnancy brain. I am probably missing way more than I care to admit, but that's okay. Life happens. So we will be back when we are messing with carrots, asparagus, and my husband is going to be messing with the ham. That is going to be his specialty today. So I will be back. Okay, so we're back to do our carrots, which I have here. I've got these beautiful couple variety of beautiful carrots. And then we've got our brine. So we've got 3 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and then we're going to do 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're going to do a nice candied carrot. And so I was debating if I wanted to do them in like kind of like a coin shape, or if I wanted to do them long. These obviously are a little too thick to just keep the thickness that they are, but I think it would be nice to kind of keep them longer just because they are so beautiful. I want to keep that kind of aesthetic look going. So I'm just trimming off the edges of these. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. That purple with like that gorgeous orange inside. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I think what I decided to do is I'm going to take each one of my carrots here and I'm going to let them stay a little bit longer, so like half. Cut them in half, and then I'm going to do them in 4ths. That way they keep that beautiful long aesthetic look still. Oh, but these purple ones are just killing me. Look how gorgeous those are. I definitely need to grow some rainbow carrots. Definitely. But these guys are a little too fat for me to keep just the way they are. So we are going to prep each one of these carrots, and then I've got our asparagus we're going to do the same thing with. And then we're going to be doing a lemon, just a nice citrus style asparagus. So we're going to do a sweet carrot. We're doing a savory ham. And this part of the carrot is just really extra fat, so I'm going to give it a little bit of extra love. This one's a little bit extra big, so I'm going to give this one 1/3. There we go. Those ones aren't going to cook very evenly. There we go. So that way each one of our carrots is basically like this. So it may not look quite as aesthetically pleasing, but I think it gets the right concept going. So yeah, we are going to be doing a savory, spicy ham. And then we are going to be doing a sweet carrot and a citrus asparagus. And then a herby, whew, bless me. And then a like herby kind of savory potato. So kind of gives us a good balance of all the things, hopefully. So I'm going to finish prepping these carrots, and then I'm going to go to our asparagus, and then I'll be back when we start making our brine and get these beauties in the oven after our potatoes are done. Hey guys.
Hello.
We're just back to do our asparagus.
Yes.
And Honey's getting ready to start his ham.
Yes. And we added to the potatoes just some
Parmesan.
actual fresh Parmesan. So
yes.
none of that powdered stuff.
No, I hate
fresh
that stuff.
Fresh grated only.
I wish I could eat it, but I just can't.
There you go.
It's not the most easy angle. Sorry as I step on your foot, but this is how I'm showing everybody to prep since I can't.
No, I like it.
It works. Kind of.
As long as it's working, kind of.
We'll get there.
Have like an overhead.
Right?
We'll just tie a little sign to a string and put it.
That would be interesting by itself.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
I do not doubt that for a minute.
then yes, you've got your carrots already done.
Yes, asparagus is technically
Beautiful.
good to go too. Here, I just need to season it. So I've got our beautiful carrots on here, and then I'm just going to plop the asparagus here on the side. Thankfully, asparagus is pretty easy.
Oh, get an overhead of that. That's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Very aesthetically pleasing.
Mm.
Beautiful. So I got these seasoned with just some oil and salt and pepper right now. I'm going to do the brine at the very, very end to get them all nice and seasoned and candied up. And then these, I'm going to do some lemon juice and some lemon zest.
Nice.
So, very nice.
We're trying to balance out the
Flavor
kind
profiles.
of hardiness, so to speak, of the sauce and ham that we're going to do.
Yes.
And so we had to cut the fats and stuff with the citrus. And then to balance out, we have a little sweet. And I actually have...
Oh, they're right here. I brought them over here for you. The chilies.
So they are Pequin chilies.
Yes.
Pequin.
Pequin.
But these ones here specifically, they're these just tiny little baby chilies, basically. Like that's their natural like size. These are dried, but they're really good.
He's crazy for just popping them in his mouth. They have a high heat ratio.
No, but they're really good. So I'll probably do like a little bit of spice. I might not necessarily use these. I do have habaneros, but I think these might be a little bit milder than that. So that way we have kind of everything on display as far as the flavors go.
Yes.
So
As
sweet,
mentioning, we are gonna
citrus,
have all the
fatty,
yummies.
very delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really good peppers. I've never had them before. I saw them and I was like, what? Why are they so tiny?
I only think he's slightly crazy.
Okay.
Very slightly. Love you.
All right, let me know in a minute now. Get some ham.
Okay, sounds good. So we are just about finished here. I just need to add our flavors to our asparagus. So I've got some lemon juice, and then I always have some lemon zest. Let's see. Usually. Of course, now I can't find it. There it is. It's always when you're looking for something that you can never find it. Isn't that just how it goes? So I've just got a couple of little leftovers of some fresh lemon zest that I had zested and then put in, what do you call it? Like a cube. Little cube. Okay, so I'm going to try and make sure that I don't overdo these while the carrots are next to them, because obviously that's going to be a really, really weird flavor. So I think I'm going to actually do the juice after they're roasted, and then I'm just going to do the zest. So what I usually like to do is I just take my pre-zested lemon zest here, and then I actually just go through and I zest over top of it again, because it's already broken apart, so it makes it really easy. That way they still get that yummy lemon flavor cooked into them. But I don't want the lemon juice to get on my carrots. That's going to be nasty. So beautiful. And the smells so good. Beautiful. Very aesthetically pleasing. And then the nice thing is I can just put this right back in my cute little bag here. And it's ready to go when I need more. Because I always hate when I like get lemons and then I pre-juice them and they're ready to go. But then the zest ends up going to waste. So I don't want that. So we'll avoid that from happening. Beautiful. All right, and then just a little bit of salt and pepper. Never want to mess that up. I haven't been able to handle too much pepper in my pregnancy. I don't know why, but for some reason it tastes insanely spicy to me. Don't ask me why. And then just a drizzle of oil over top of them just to help with the moisture levels. All right. Now we are ready to put these beautiful. Look at how gorgeous those are. I'm excited. So my carrots can still be beautiful, aesthetically pleasing. All right. These beauties are going to go in the oven now. And I'm going to check on those in about 20 minutes. And then we've got our potatoes back up here. We've got some beautiful parmesan. We'll roast those. We'll broil them, sorry. Already roasted. We'll broil them to get that cheese all nice and extra crispy yumminess. So I will bring you back when my husband starts the ham. So we just got a nice spiral cut ham. And then we are going to sear them up really yummy in the pan because it's just the two of us. I didn't want to necessarily do an entire ham just for the two of us. So we can cut up however much we want. And then we'll sear it up really good. And then he's got some kind of fun sauce that he's going to make with it. So yum, yum, yum. We'll be back.
What actually they have as their glaze. Alright, cool. I mean, it's just got so much processed sweetness and things like that. I'm like, no, don't really need all that.
So what is your game plan with the ham?
So I'm pretty much just going to fry it off a little. Since it's spiral cut, I can just kind of grab from here, which is the wonderful thing about it.
That is really nice.
Yeah. If it's optional, you know, I always go with the spiral cut, honestly. Because it's literally just the same thing, but they've already kind of pre-cut it for you. So it's kind of like, do you like your bread sliced or no slice on your bread? Do you feel like slicing it yourself?
That's fair.
Alright.
Ham is a lot more obnoxious.
Yeah, to say the least. Alright, so I've got my large pan. Cool, actually that's good. And get that preheating. And I've got a saucepan full of oil from when I fried some stuff off. Okay. Let's get a couple of real good pieces here. You said you're not super duper hungry?
No.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna make a little bit extra. Because I'll probably use it for some, I don't know, morning ham or something like that.
There you go.
Smoking off or something. Alright. And then obviously I've already got my potatoes pretty much set and ready.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice. They've just been sitting there like on the stove. So they're just kind of like slowly melting anyways. So browning it's going to be really nice.
Exactly.
I'm actually going to move that out of the way though for a second. There we go. Scooch. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take another few seconds to heat up here a little. Yeah, we're nowhere near. Okay. It's kind of the important thing because when you're putting specifically meats and stuff, you always want to preheat your pan because to actually get the Maillard reaction, it's like needs to be hot. Especially if you put anything in oil, oh man, that is the worst thing you can do, is put it in the oil and then turn on the heat, because then it's going to come out like the soggiest, nastiest thing in the world. So always preheat your pan. Ooh, the new oil. I want to try it.
It's in the pantry.
Okay, let's try that out. I want to see kind of how that is. It's good for frying off in the first place. Which one is it?
Upper left.
Oh, I see it now. All right. So this is an avocado, coconut, and safflower oil. And it has a really high smoke point. What does it say? 490 Fahrenheit? That's high.
Nice.
It's going to be really good for frying. But it's also a bit healthier than, we were talking about seed oils and things like that. So this is our first try on it. And kind of curious how neutral it is or not. Yeah, it's actually really nice.
The avocado oil is pretty neutral.
Yeah.
Coconut oil, surprisingly, is pretty neutral, considering you think it would be a little bit sweet.
I was just going to say, I think most people think that coconut oil is going to have that coconut flavor.
It totally doesn't.
And yeah, it's not really a thing. Although I love coconut, so. But I don't think I would want to like fry off some chicken in it, so. I don't know, call me crazy, but.
I'll call you crazy all the time.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see, we'll just kind of, this is a smaller piece, or thinner rather. This one go on the center. Boop, boop, boop. And there we go. Alright, salt and pepper is going to be next. The salt and pepper goes on everything.
It's quite necessary.
Fresh ground always if you can.
We're not doing too much pepper.
Yeah, I got you, girl.
Pepper's just really making everything spicy.
That's so spicy.
It's so spicy.
Alright. Get that flipped so that side can cool. Even though it's pork, it's, going to be a bit salty anyways, but you want to kind of get that salt level on the outside of the crust. It's basically all you're doing. Come here, little bleed. There we go. And I've got that little bit thicker one in there, or thinner one, on the middle. Not gonna pepper the other side because Wade doesn't want it too spicy. Ooh, those are looking gorgeous.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Actually, no. I'm just gonna pan sauce it. So, yeah, I don't need another pan. Yeah, we're gonna cook these up, and then we'll be working on a little pan sauce that will go with it as well. So this should be pretty savory along with the potatoes, and then the rest is gonna be nice and balanced with the sweet and citrus. So I think it's gonna be good.
Well, we'll be back when we're making a pan sauce and getting everything finalized.
Yep.
All right. Making a yummy pan sauce here. Our ham is all nice and toasty and delish. We're deglazing that yumminess with some red cooking wine and some red wine vinegar. Get that all yummified. Carrots are taking a little longer than I was expecting. I should have made them a little bit smaller. That's okay.
About 2 tablespoons of butter here.
Beautiful. Gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter.
boat for a ride there.
Boaty, boaty, boat. I'm gonna say I usually use the little white one too if you want to.
So I can drag it back and forth. Get all that off. That looks like nothing's sticking, which is perfect. The other fun part about deglazing a pan is it also is like cooking it,
Mm-hmm.
cleaning it while you're cooking with it. So
Yeah. You're not wrong.
makes you a little something. That butter going. I'm gonna grab a grip of parsley here.
Is that like a grip of bacon?
Mm-hmm. Brandon's grip of bacon.
Grip of bacon. Well, how much is that? That's a
Big old
big old handful grip of bacon.
Yeah. All right, fresh parsley. That down in there.
All right, let's take a look and see if our carrots are done. I think our asparagus were pretty close.
Curry.
Oops,
Boom.
my bad.
You put it. Yeah.
I'm gonna set it right here for just a minute.
Move this. And you get that whole side of it.
Beautiful. Just waiting for the carrots to be soft enough. All right. Ooh, hot. All right. Well, there's obviously a very, very large amount of carrots here, so no biggie. And yes, I knew the asparagus would be done because asparagus doesn't take too long to roast. All right. Flip this bad boy around here. Put this right there. You keep doing your thing.
Yep, just kind of cooking down all those yummy juices with the red wine, the cooking red wine, and the red wine vinegar. Definitely a lot less vinegar than the wine. Sour and the ivory.
That's fair. And I'm going to make my little sauce here, or my glaze rather, for the carrots.
Yes, I saw you have that all prepped.
I did. And
Why
now,
don't you use that one? Just dump that oil.
okay,
Makes the most sense.
sounds good, my love. I was going to use just a basic pan, but I guess I don't need to do that, huh?
Hey, for a sauce, you can't want that. Raise around, so I do. Nice.
All right. All right, so we've got our 3 tablespoons of butter, our 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in here, and then 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And I'll toss that in after this gets extra melty.
Thank you.
And that's looking delicious.
Mm-hmm. Starting to kind of retract it back as it's thickening in the pan here. So I'm making a nice little something.
Something.
Yeah, can you grab me a little spoon?
Mm-hmm. Want this?
Actually, sure. That might work. It'd be a bad idea to not try some of it, see how it's going.
How is it?
Good, just need a little bit of salt.
I assumed some salt would be necessary.
I barely put any, so you know how I can get carried away with it sometimes.
It's true. You are very salty.
Salty about it.
The irony with that is the fact that neither one of us have enough salt. We're usually deficient.
It's true.
It's kind of hilarious.
I'm pretty much only used to King Himalayan salt because it's delicious. I do like kosher salt for its coarseness as well, though.
I hate the coarseness of salt.
It's only on steaks, though.
That's fair.
That's the biggest
That
thing.
crust.
It's the only one that sticks to the protein is the way that I like it.
That's fair.
If you look at them underneath the microscope, you can always tell kosher salt because it's just way more ridges, way more edges.
That's fair. I could see that.
Browns really well on steak. Finishing
Yes, it
salt,
does.
though, I know you hate that stuff.
Yeah, I do not like that.
I even got the best of the best, that Morton's finishing salt that comes from the little Irish nation or something like that. I don't know. There's like a whole story about it.
It's true.
And she was like, nah, bro.
Not my thing. Get all the fancy you want.
Yep.
Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
Alright. Added some garlic, a little bit more salt. There we go. Yeah, just needs cooked down at this point. We're good.
Does it still need cooked down? Looks pretty cooked down.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
It's going to be too thick.
Girl, you put it in a bowl of oatmeal.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Look at how much there actually is. I'm just questioning that.
I think you think that's more than that actually is.
Well, we never know. That should be good, right? About there.
Alright, I'm going to need a little bit of salt and pepper. Will you salt and pepper me, baby?
I got you back, girl. Tell me when.
Beautiful. And good. Don't need too much pepper, but we do want a little. Alright, now I've got our beautiful glaze for our carrots. And then we are all set. Alright.
And the last part is my taters.
Oh yes, you want to change that over to broil?
Yep.
And so you have to turn it off first.
Yeah.
There you go. There's one on the top rack.
What do you think?
Go for it.
What I need. Just browning that Parmesan that I grated earlier.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm just going to take our carrots here. That's perfect. I'm going to put them in this container here.
And we should be finished off with most of that. Those look pretty.
Yeah, they do. I'm
They're going to be delicious.
hoping that they're cooked okay.
They're going to be perfect, sweetheart.
Alright, look at our beautiful carrot. Now we can...
Careful where you're holding that. It's going to be really hot on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I've just made that mistake a few times. That's the only reason I mention it.
Fair goose.
Yeah. That's how we best learn, right?
Making all the mistakes.
Yeah. That smells really good.
Yeah, it does. Be a good balance.
I love asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, sweetheart. Let's take a look at
Never!
getting there.
Beautiful. Alright, I just need to add the final lemon juice to that now, because I didn't want to mesh
Let me just get at you.
all the goodies. Alright. lemon juice.
Lemon.
Got the lemon zest on them already.
Huh?
But
There you go.
good old splash of lemon.
Sounds good to me.
Beautiful. All right, you got your plate over there, my love.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Oh, are you giving me some?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Free sound effects for you next week.
That's usually my thing.
That's our thing.
That's fair.
Nope,
I suppose I'll forgive you.
asparagus. Goes on the floor now.
That's so rude. Poor carrot, or poor asparagus didn't stand a chance.
That was I needed.
All right. There's some beautiful carrots. Toss it in there, baby. Don't forget to check on the potatoes. They smelling a little rough. They smelling roasty toasty. Woo.
Yeah. 2 seconds too long.
Those potatoes, I'm telling you, they're really, really sensitive.
Those are careful.
Yeah, they are.
The cheese is perfect.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It was at 11.
Right. It is pretty sensitive, so it goes off at the weirdest times. It's our life.
I got so focused in.
You did. You're laughing about our poor asparagus.
I thought it would take me less time to get the asparagus out, and then
You played fast and loose.
myself.
Fast and loose with the asparagus.
I'll live in my defeat.
Potatoes.
Around. Oh, hold on. I'll try this one.
You can tell who the real cook in the family is.
Ooh, hot. I like it.
No comment?
No, I got it.
I just got spit at. I'm sure they still taste amazing other than the one. You didn't put cheese around those ones. That's why, silly goose.
I'm trying to make it look pretty.
Yeah, but you should know that they were already cooked, so if you're going to brine them, you are more likely to burn them.
I'm sorry, they're good.
Well, there's not very many of them now.
It's okay, we have all this other lovely spread. These are just an accoutrement. Right?
Mm-hmm. And a moose bouche. It's very amusing. Hmm.
On the middle.
That's fine. I don't know why you're using your bare hands, you goober munch.
Apparently burning myself today is just like the way to go.
Is that the amusing thing to do? It's amusing me, I'll tell you that much. You didn't even put the chives on them or nothing.
Oh yeah, where'd they go?
They're weird.
Come here, Tribes.
I mean, for you.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
It doesn't count. Stick a potato in your mouth and stick chives in it. That's not how that works. Well, friends, this is our beautiful meal. I'm going to hold it up.
Don't, overlook the mistakes. It's okay.
Hey, you know what? We're all prone to mistakes. That's okay.
Really.
So we've got this beautiful ham, which we have a delicious glaze for.
Actually, let me go ahead and hit it. parsley cooked off in it.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to also go for the carrots. My bad. That's okay. I suppose we'll live.
Glisten, glisten.
All right, so we've got
So
our
it's rosemary, butter. I'm sorry, not rosemary, but
parsley.
butter. It's cooked out in the pork fat from the
Ham.
ham itself, and then what else? Salt, pepper, of course, and a little bit of garlic powder was the key. And then obviously we deglazed with the red wine vinegar and the red cooking wine as well.
Beautiful.
So it's got a little bit of that tart from the acids, and then it's very hearty. So should make the ham just really come out. That's the goal. And so everything should be nice and balanced.
Now give me my plate. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you found us entertaining and fun. Sorry about the filming again, but we'll get there. And
We got this.
we do. We got this. So thank you for joining us in our first official Easter dinner meal. It's going to be quite delicious, even with all of the little random mistakes. But, you know, we're all prone to mistakes, and that's okay.
That's the fun part.
That's true. Especially when there's a husband in the kitchen. I mean, what? Thanks so much for joining us, and I pray that you are bountifully blessed. Until next time.
Bye.